Congressman JOe Kennedy is considering a primary challenge to Senator Ed Markey. Who would you support in that scenario?
Well, Senator Markey had called me earlier, as he did call many government officials in Massachusetts, and said, can I have your support? And I said, sure, because we had no idea that JOe Kennedy was going to run at the time. So certainly that's not going to change. But I work with both of them. It's very difficult, and they both have enormous strength and abilities. And we'll just see what happens. I mean, nothing has happened officially yet.
Right.
Yet it does appear to be in a course where Joe's going to run.
Were you surprised when you heard this?
Not terribly. I mean, there's a lot of things to take into consideration. I know, serving with Joe, that he's all over the country helping other members of Congress, campaigning. His schedule is really taxing on him, and he's got a young family. If this can bring some order to that, I think that's one of the considerations that maybe political pundits wouldn't be looking at. But if you're working with someone, you get to know them, you know their personal life, you know that this is something to be more attractive on the personal level, then you understand it better.
Mm. Have you talked to JOe Kennedy about this specifically?
I had conversations that were within other conversations. He didn't call me, I didn't call him up about what are you doing. But as we're talking about other issues that we work on together, and certainly we share Fall River together, conversation comes up around the periphery, but I allow people to make their own decisions. It's not an easy one to make for anyone, but I understand where he's coming from. I understand where Ed Markey's coming from.
You said this is difficult. I mean, are you worried about the way this would almost inevitably divide the Massachusetts Democratic Party over the next year if Kennedy gets in? I mean, he's already up over double digits, but Markey's the incumbent.
Yeah, I've learned something over the years. Don't worry about what you can't control. And so I have no control over what either one of them might do. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. I'll work and do my job the best way I can. I'll work with them. They both are extraordinarily talented people and have a great deal of experience and ability. So I guess if you look at it that way, it could be looked at as a pleasant problem. It's not like you have alternatives that are terrible.
So you're not advising JOe Kennedy not to do
I'm
this?
Not advising anyone anything.